And we're just getting set up. Let's lower the music just a bit. Thank you for being here also already. I appreciate it. I am a little late in getting started, but no worries, no worries. Yeah, it's always kind of like I always stress out about it, but I shouldn't because everyone's like super kind. And I know that, but I always stress out anyway. Oh my goodness. All right. So thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Right now, I'm just setting up the iPad so I can monitor the live. Join the live. Yes. Okay. So I'm here. Thank you. Thank you for being here already. Appreciate it. Starting off with all the glowingness of of everything. So, what time is it? Okay, just a minute. So yeah, we're just trying to set up, and let me lower the music just a tad bit more. Oh my goodness, like I said, I always freak myself out before these shows. And so then the question is, why we do it? We do it because it's super fun to be part of the community. So that's why I do it. But I always stress out. So all right. So my paints are here. I was setting up and all that good stuff. So even right now, so Heidi with an I asked what I was going to be working on, and I said painting, but I'm still even like right now just there's so many different projects we can kind of go into and stuff. So, anyways, well, welcome in everybody. Woohoo! Welcome, besitos, everybody. So my name is Lupe. I am out of Blind Art Studios. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. So I wanted to show you all my glowy goodness that's in the buy it now. So like these ones in the back there, I painted myself. I also painted this alebrijes, which are in the buy it now. So wanted to show that off. I wanted to entice you with them. And yeah, so today, as I was mentioning before, I am trying to. I'll still figure out what we're gonna be doing. My bad. Oh, there you go. So there, I have so many different projects to work on. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Yeah, lots of projects. Always. Hey, Janet, welcome in, welcome in. And oh, and thank you, everybody. I know Connie came in. Um, the Heidi's, Gigi, Amanda, Sundance. Thank you so much for purchasing this lovely daisies. Daisies are my brother's favorite flower, so I always paint daisies. Like anytime feeling blue, feeling happy or whatever, I always paint the daisies because that makes everybody in my family happy. Also, my sister loves sunflowers, so you'll always see sunflowers. So, all right. So I appreciate Amanda Montague. I should just say Candyland Curiosity for putting together this train and for allowing me to be part of it. Thank you so much. Yay. Yes, the unicorn. I know now that we have another Amanda, it's like, I know I'm getting tongue tied. It was always Amanda. And I was like, what? But, like I said, I stress out about everything. So let's just breathe in. All right. So because Sundance, who's fantastic, and I love her to death, and besitos to her, purchased the other sunflower, not sunflower, but the daisy. I was thinking of doing this other daisies that, yeah. So I was, I'm always working on different pieces here and there. I love wildflowers, and daisies are wild in my friend's neighborhood, if you will. She lives by a national park, and yeah, so she sends me fantastic photographs as references, and yeah. So, and did we get a raid? What I believe we got a raid, or is it YouTube? Well, anyways, YouTube, thank you so much as well. You guys are fantastic. For thank you for coming in and taking a look. Do come to knickknacks.net. That is where all the fun happens, and it's the best, most supportive artist community in the world. So for all those artists on YouTube, come on over. The approval process takes a little bit, but you can join at any time. It doesn't cost you anything to join. So you can come have fun with us all the time. So all right, so let's yeah. And do take a look in my bio now. I have some stuff there. Like I said, I have lots of this glowy goodness there. And yeah, so take a look at that. Oh, thank you, Janet. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. I always stress out, like I said. I have the PTSD stuff, you know. Yes. So I have lots of, you know, probably maybe I may have ADD. I'm not sure. I wasn't never uh, diagnosed with that, but I have so many like, yeah, I'm always doing different things. So another project that I also have that I love to like uh, work with you on, and so I got this fantastic piece of Americana, this Girl Scout tin from one of our Canadian sellers. I want to say it was Larissa, but it could have been Claudine. I think it was Larissa. Anyways, but I used it to keep my little beautiful little tiles. So we're gonna make magnets for the fridge with these fantastic little tiles. So I have that one. We have this one. We have many of them. So the question is, what project, you know, entices you more? Would you like to see some painting, or shall we make some magnets? I also have some. I can also paint on um, this fantastic ring holder that my friend Diane. I don't know if you know, but some of you know. So I have a friend. I made a friend. Yay! Lupe made a friend. She lives down the road. We live off of dirt roads and such, so it's actually pretty far. But she has she has a studio for pottery. She does amazing, huge sculptures and stuff. But she also does little things. So she made some um, little pieces. Well, I mean, I helped her, but it was her because she was telling me what to do. So, thank you for the hummingbird. Oh yes, so this one is fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, um, there's a place across the border where you can get these in blank, like they're black, and then you can paint them yourself. So yeah, so that was when I broke out the what is it called, spray gun? Yeah. So when I was doing fluid art, there was a fluid art artist who used a spray gun. I think that's what it's called, or an air gun. Not sure, I'm not sure what it's called, but anyways, so you put a little paint, and then so you can use it to paint, and I use that, and then also these uh, fantastic acrylic markers. Super fantastic. I appreciate you, Amanda. Thank you so much. So yes, airbrush. Yes, there you go. So yeah, her name is the person that I saw first doing that. She her name is Moose Crazy, and she does a lot of fluid art, and she's been the most fantastic flowers with the airbrush. Now that I know what it's called, I mean, I knew what it was called when I ordered it. Anyways, all right. So, did we say what we were interested in? I'm thinking maybe like we do the daisy. It's super cute. Yes, yes. Let's do this. Okay. So I got a little table. Well, my brother-in-law made it for me. He's fantastic because I can't use my regular easel when I have stuff in the back. So he tried to do this for me so that I don't think it's gonna hold. Hmm. Can you see it? Oh no, you can't. Huh? Let's move it closer over here. Oh, okay. So I'm still trying to like. I swear, like I always say, I am not gonna freak out. I am not, I'm just gonna paint the way I always paint, and I still stress out. And yeah, it's a whole thing for me. But I know that if I stop doing it, it's even gonna be worse. Because I will remind Connie, if she's still here, she might have gone to bed. But so I had watched several of her lives, and she said, "Hey, how about we do like a mini?" Yeah, awesome. It's like, how about we do like a mini train or whatever? Like, I'll go first, and then you go next, and then anyway. So then I was like, "Sure, awesome." And this So we did her show, and then I was like, no, I can't. And then she was there. I don't know if it was Peculiar Finds or maybe it was Janet from Janet Loves to Shop. I forget who it was. They're like, no, you committed to doing the live. Go get ready, and we're gonna send people your way. So she kind of forced me to do it, and and that was that. So all right, and thank goodness. Oh, Cindy, besitos. Oh, I missed you so much. Yeah, every time I see black and white, I always think of you. I think Cindy needs to come back. I know the issue and stuff, but you need to come back, girlfriend. Yeah, my midnight shows without you are no good. So come on back. Okay, so yeah, so I'm very thankful to Connie and everybody else who's super supportive. And what I'm trying to do right now is trying to figure out how to have this not pop back out. And I was hoping I had some painter's tape next to me, but I don't. But I do have some of my shipping tape. Let's see if we can tape this. It may take it down, but it's okay. Oh, fantastic. Oh, Cindy, I'm so happy. Yeah. So you give Cindy a follow. She's fantastic. She does lots of fantastic sewing goodness. She made the most fantastic little bow ties, collar things for our little friends. Yeah, all fantastic. I mean, she makes all kinds of different things, but that's the latest um, that I remember. Yeah, this is not gonna stand. Oh no. Okay, no worries, no worries. So maybe I should have practiced. I know, but I was just painting on my own. So this is what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to be clever. Put this through there. And also, I will remind you all, I'm legally blind. So if I knock anything down, no worries. It's all good. All right. So this is pretty good, right? You all can see it. That's pretty good. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Okay. So the way I start a daisy is I take a look at a photo. There's it's a whole process. I don't know if you want me to explain. So I take the photo and then I uh, cut it up into quads, basically. So I do like half and then half and half and half. So they're like till they're little cubes, right? Like this. And then on whatever my canvas is, then I also cube it with kindergarten pencil, which is I guess thinnest, the thinnest, what is it, point that I can see, more or less. And so then I try to sketch it out, and then I go again, and finally, when I have the right shape, then I go in with a Sharpie, and then I paint it over, and then when I'm ready, then I kind of go with it. So that's, I already did all that, and this is where we're at. So then, to because I want these to be white, and white doesn't really show up unless you like. It's kind of like the positive and the negative. So you need the negative for the positive and the positive for the negative. So what I try to do is I grab a thin enough brush that if I push it, it spreads out to the size of the petal that I want. And this one's a little too thin. So we're going to, I have many a brush, and it cannot be too, like it has to be short enough so that like it's not too, it doesn't spread out too much. Okay. So, okay. I think I'm relaxing, and I think I lost all my YouTube feed, folks, but no worries. It's okay. So, like I said, so in order to have to for the white to be able to pop, then you need something that's slightly less white. And I like to use this one, or which is like a light pink. It's just basically white with like a drop or two of magenta, or this one, which is white with a drop of lavender or purple. And this one actually has a little bit of this neon purple, and so yeah, so the neon purple pops like under UV light, it pops. So let me see if this one actually pops. Where's my, yeah, because I have two little tubs. Yeah, so see how like this one, yeah, is this one's reactive, so it has the neon purple. Um, and that's just an accident. I tried to keep the neons separate a little bit, but it doesn't always work. So last time we used this purple for the one that Sundance got, and I really loved the way it looked. So we'll do that as for this one too. But come on in and let me know if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions. Um, I'm trying to just get also a couple yellow, different hues of yellow paint. Okay, for the middle. So for the middle, we're going to use a couple of different hues of yellow. So the issue with yellow is that my brain sees it as white. But I know that they are different. And I have those in a specific yellow bucket so that I know not to confuse that with white. I've done that before where like I thought I was painting with like white and it was yellow, or thought I was painting with yellow and it was white. So here you go. So I put my paint in these little containers that are condiment containers that I got like at Amazon, because I can close them up and they don't dry out, but sometimes they separate a little bit because I do use a acrylic paint binder to thin them out. I think Connie's the one who mentioned that she likes how, let's see how this one's super thick. Yeah, so I like how the more thinner paints work on canvases that have been gessoed, so that they don't like, yeah, yeah, when they're gessoed, it's a little harder. So yeah, and I start off with like these are pre-gessoed, and usually that's good. Sometimes I add a little extra gesso especially if they're not super like tight. I might add gesso here, and if it doesn't get tight enough, then I'll add it to the back, and that usually works. It makes it really tight. So, anyways, all right. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, so yeah, so I mean, I can't teach you because I can't teach you what I don't know, but what I do know is that I can put it on pretty much any type of what is it, backing or medium. Like if I was gonna paint on wood, I definitely would put gesso on it to like make sure the like the porous part of the wood is covered or sealed, and then I won't need as much paint, and then the paint will also pop and stuff like that. You can also use it to get texture and stuff, but there's also like all kinds of other uh products that you can use to actually get texture and stuff. So yeah, and I actually like I started to work on some stuff with a little bit of texture because of the whole blindness thing. Um, Trying to sort of incorporate the whole trying to learn braille with the paints now. So sometimes I'll do like the dots inside, but you can't see them sometimes. Sometimes you can. Like for example, this one. This one definitely you can see. Okay, so this one, so it's like super, and this is when I started to the whole dot thing, and that's when Miss April Purple Haze would come to my shows. So this one we did with her in mind. So yeah, so I do the little dots, and then they're very textured. That's for me. That's like an important part. So all my paintings will have a little dot anywhere. Yeah. So yeah, Heidi, I'm so not an expert on that, but that's how I've learned or how I use it. So in terms of my art inability, if we will. So when I was in high school, I finished all my required courses and I got all my credits and stuff to graduate early, except for one class that was only offered in the 12th grade. So I got to take all kinds of elective classes, including painting. So I took actually 2 semesters of painting, and my sorry about the movement and not letting you know that I was going to move it. Um, anyway, so yeah, so I took the art class, and then my art teacher was part of some group for the Parson Art School, so they could offer scholarships to students, one per year, and my art teacher decided to give it to me. There were so many people who were actually talented in the school, and she thought that I did a good job based on the training prior or whatever. Or maybe she just thought I was like respectful and whatever. Anyways, so she gave me the scholarship. So I went to Parsons for a hot minute. Um, and But my calculus teacher in high school knew that I had gotten that scholarship for art school, but then I also had a full ride for some other schools. So he said, well, he recommended that I go to the other school, and then that art would always be there. Like you can always do art, you can always come back to it. Whereas you have a scholarship for a really good school, you should go there. Oh, Heidi. Well, I don't know about that, but she was, yeah, I loved her very much. She was super sweet. Um, anyway, so yeah, but she got me started, and so we started with life drawing. And mind you, I am a Catholic young girl, super sheltered growing up. I mean, I was okay, so I was sheltered and not because we went to the club starting at age 14. That's because my sisters, who are older than me, had to take me with them. I mean, anytime they went out, so then they took me and we went into the clubs. And, anyways, so I was sheltered, but then not so sheltered. But still, I still was a young, impressionable type girl. And then all of a sudden, we're thrown into life drawing on a college campus before I even graduated from high school. So yeah, that was crazy. And yeah, so then I started. I did that for a bit, and then rural college started. So I went to college, and then there I took like one or two classes, but it was just like filler classes just to get a good grade and help with the GPA. You know how that is. Yeah, so I'm not trained. I just like to do it. All that to say that. Okay. So I put a little bit of yellow, different shades of yellow there. I really would have loved, oh, I do have some. Hold on. Some green. I like to put some green down there in the center. So that later when I pop in the dots of paint, they pop a little bit more. So, and I still haven't decided. I think my light is probably coming from, well, since I put the dark here, then my light is coming from over here. Yeah, let's change that. My light will come from here that way. Anyways, let's move this there. So I'm not sure why I am particularly nervous today. Um, but welcome in nonetheless. Hey Rosie, come on in. Okay, so yeah, this gives me sort of an idea that I'm just gonna wipe it with my finger because it doesn't want to like come off. Okay, so the darker will be on this side and the lighter on this side. Okay, right? Yeah, I know, but like, but the good thing, and so that's what I'm gonna try to do is like I'm not gonna sign up for trains unless I'm at the end, or like if I mess up, it's not gonna affect the next person. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, and so or just participate in the meet your maker ones, because I still want to be part of the community. Is this that I know that I like too many things could go wrong. Yeah. So anyway, so I had picked out a paintbrush before, and I put it down. So now I have no clue what I did with it, and it's not like it's the only one, but okay, we'll just use this one. So um, it looks like maybe a quarter. No, not, yeah, maybe a quarter. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go with just going in and covering some of the lines that I made from earlier. Dude, I'm so nervous. Like I can't even paint. Come on. I'm not sure what's up. Well, I mean, I know what's up. I'm stressed. I just need to relax. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm just gonna go in, and where there's like a petal, I'm just gonna put in some of this pink, like a pinky white. It's kind of like a Navajo white. I don't know if you've ever painted a house with Navajo white, but it's that kind of. It's kind of like a brownish pink. Oh, I know, but and how funny. So you were also nervous, and you did something with daisies, and I'm nervous, and I did something with daisies. Maybe that's like the way to go. Oh, and the arrangement, it's fantastic, super lovely. And so, like, if you mess up and you're like, if they paint, like, yeah, this part is like a no stress part. It's just stress, but this is the no stress part because you're always gonna come back with another and another time, and so yeah, so you're gonna be able to clean up any issues, any mistakes or whatever. So yeah, I know. Maybe we were all sort of vibing with the daisies. Yeah, and like I said, I Sundance. I so appreciate you purchasing that that daisies because, like I said, it's a special. Daisies are special in our family. Um, seriously, oh, I'm not sure what's happening. And it's probably also because there's just not enough room there. Because I usually paint facing down, and so facing this way, like I can't lift my. Oh, I love the fact that you love the daisies because you're one of our us. You're one of ours, one of our team. Um, so lifting the so I fractured my neck in the accident, and yeah, so it still pinches, and I didn't have to have surgery, which means they didn't fix it. So it still pinches the nerve, and when I extend my hand too long, then like it numbs it. So yeah, so in order to paint this way, like looking up, you have to lift your arm. Yeah, and that's why I always paint with my looking down so that my arm can be resting down. Anyway, so you see how like we did one coat and it's white but it's not white. And so then when it dries, then I can do another bit. Yeah, so anyway, oh, I appreciate that. So I have shown how like I actually draw with pencil, and then I go over the pencil with like the Sharpie, like the whole process. I put out videos on that when I used to do YouTube, like art on YouTube. So if you like to see like the whole process, it's there. Um, yeah, but like I was doing that, but it took me longer. Like the process of making the videos took longer than actual painting, and it didn't make sense to me because I'm just doing this just to have something to do after the accident. So, and my sister always reminds me it should be fun. So I shouldn't stress out. This level of stress is not good. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna need to let this one rest. And but I did bring another piece. Okay, we're gonna take this and have it put it over here nicely. Okay, and we're gonna let that dry and then move on to the next process. Okay, so then we're going to work on this other piece. This, uh, let me move this out of the way. Maybe I should hold it instead of trying to put it in this. No, I totally appreciate the easel because it's very basic, but like, yeah, it definitely can be fantastic. Okay, so I prepare this. Thank you, Heidi. Yes, do take a look in my bin. Do follow me to find out when I'm doing fantastic goodness. But like I mentioned, I'm not sure. Yeah, this the stress is like killing me today. But anyways, okay. So I also brought this along so that we could, if I got done with it that other piece early. I'm not sure how I thought I was going to be able to finish that because I didn't bring like a heat gun that could have helped me dry that. But anyway, so we could do like a little, let's see. Let's do I was gonna do a sunflower, but that's my go-to all the time, and I want to say that I made that. I've already painted one in front of you guys. So, all right. So, what we'll do is another. It could be like zinnias. Are they called zinnias? I think they are. Um, the ones that have like a lot of petals. We get those a lot. I mean, we plant those a lot because we want to make sure that like um, the the bees have um, uh, a way to pollinate and all that good stuff. So yeah, so they have something to eat basically. So okay, so I have yellow here because of the yellow meat in there. So we could do like a yellow, or we could do like a yellow with like. So with zinnias, they're the same seeds, but depending on the soil and what's in the soil, the color of the flower will be different. So you get purple, red, yellow, um, you name it, you get it. And yeah, so they're fantastic that way. Plus, like I said, they're fantastic as pollinators, food for the pollinator. So, all right. So right now, I am looking for something, a container to help me um, with this. Okay, so I don't have a container in front of me. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna use the cap. And so this one is just Montmartre acrylic paint that just happened to be a paint that was in front of me. So I use all kinds of brands. I like the heavy bodied. Like in terms of like my favorite and not super expensive, it's the Lucatic, uh, the heavy body one, because then you can thin that out and it gives you a lot more. So, anyways, all right. So we're starting off with again a watercolor brush, and the watercolor brushes are the ones that have the little pointy bits. And so I already dipped it into the this shade of yellow, and then on the very tip, we're just gonna grab a little bit of the orange, and then we start off. Usually, I would figure out more or less where this was gonna head, but today we're just going to free flow. So we're gonna start here. Oops, and like I said, I'm still super nervous. And what I like about having the two tone is that by itself it starts beginning to show you what the petal wants to look like. It talks to you basically. It allows the paint to talk to you. So there you go. And you can go there. Hey, shop girl, come on in, come on in. Oh, and Esley, thank you for popping in. We're just painting zinnias, and so for these, I do like a cross, if you will. So then it helps me more or less know. It helps me more or less know um, where to end the other one, so it kind of goes around. Okay, so the other one should be around here, and so yeah, you start at the tip and then push down. I think I'm gonna like lose my nerves when we finish the hour. Um, I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm just gonna go with it. Okay, so I think that's a little too thick, but it's no worries. Hey, nifty, thrifty, finds. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here. I want it to be more orangey than it's turning out, but no worries. Later on, that one was better. Okay, so and it doesn't look like much, but it will turn out. Just trust that it will. And um, yeah, so I'm gonna do a more orangey one over here. Yeah, they're all coming all kinds of sizes. No worries though, because we'll clean it up with the second layer. Oh yay! Oh, fantastic! I love it. So this I like this one because, like I said, this one allows the paint to talk to you to tell you what it kind of wants to be shaped like. But then and let me show you. Um, Let me see if I have an angle brush. Those are fantastic. Although the square ones also are fantastic. But let's do an angle brush. Okay, so with an angle brush, okay, so this one's much thicker. So so you want to load up the. I'm sure you already know this, but you load it up by like basically just kind of. I don't know if you can see. So you want to get the paint in the middle of the bristles, so there's not just on the top. With this, right? And so with this sort of same concept, so I loaded it up with yellow, and then I dipped the toe or the like the little tip. I dip it into the to the orange, and then so basically you start like this again with the tip, and then see how different that petal is. I don't know if you were able to see. So I also love that as well. So it's for thicker petals, and now that I did that, I should probably finish that off with. So, like I said, so you tip you point you get the tip of the, and then you kind of turn it. I don't know if you can see and see how it does that for you. Like it shades and then also tells you, like it shows you more or less sort of how you wanted the petal to look. Now, so sometimes some of the some of like there's wind and stuff, so like the petals don't necessarily are always like circular. Sometimes it could be. Oh, my arm already fell asleep, so you could start it the other way. So that shows like the wind is coming and is blowing that way, so that's blowing the petals that way. Let me do that again because okay, so and then you kind of do the reverse, see, and then you grab some more, and then tip, and then you twist. and leave a little space between because it will come back with a second layer, and that way they're separated but still together, and it will make it pop. So it's pretty cool. And um, so the other thing that you want to consider is like, so your paints will always tell you whether it's transparent. Most of the time, yellow is transparent, but you have to be careful if you want it to not be super transparent, or sometimes it's semi-transparent. So you want to make sure that you get the one that has the little square is completely filled out, so that's opaque. So this one, if I were using this one, you wouldn't be able to see the bottom. See how here, um, you see the black in the bottom. If I were using a more opaque kind of paint, then you wouldn't see that. But I just wasn't prepared. So yeah. Anyways, I know I have to figure out how to get over this stress and fear before meet your maker. Oh, you totally can. Um, yeah, it's just you just do it. Um, but doing it in front of people, that's like the thing. And then also, like, normally you're not gonna have to have your canvas a certain way. I'm gonna just move it because yeah, the little I appreciate the easel thing, but yeah, it's not working. So I think it's better if I just hold it because then I can move it around. So okay, like I said, you just place the tip and then you twist down. See, and then it'll make a fantastic little petal. And then again, and then we'll go here. And then, so this one, because this is blowing in the wind that way. So this one we're going to make smaller because we're going to give it sort of the idea that the wind is affecting this one as well. But I should have started just a tiny bit further out. Okay. And then let me grab. So this one, I think is like the mustard yellow, and that tends to be opaque. So I'm going to use some of that and some of the orange for the petals here to go up. Well, it's still pretty transparent. I'll clean it up later. And sometimes your paintbrush will get muddy, and you just need to wipe it down. Yeah, it's a little hard to see. I should have used the other kind of. Okay, we're gonna go back to that first one. It's a little bit better, and then maybe that mustard yellow is not as opaque. Maybe it might be a semi-transparent because it's still showing. But anyways, but still, it still gives you the illusion of the petals being moving the other way, and it so basically it shows you sort of like the air is coming this way. So I'll need to do that as well to some of the petals on this one, because if there's wind on that one, then there's obviously wind here too. So again, you just kind of go up, but this is not working for me, so I'm gonna grab another one, another. Uh, I think it had too much of the other yellow, so let's try there. But it's not that yellow's not as pretty. It is yellow, yes. It's not as pretty as the other one, but it covers more, so it's okay. So for that one, let's see. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I like to think about wind and stuff, because it's very hard for me to like think of light and shadows because of the whole vision thing. So for me, it's easier to think of where the wind is and how it's reflecting the flower. So yeah, and so here, yeah, like flowers are not gonna. The good thing is that this covered this stem that was coming from behind. It doesn't make sense. This one might make sense, but the other one, the stem didn't make sense. The good thing is it's already covered. So, oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Um, and you'll get it hopefully by the end of the week, since Monday's a holiday. But yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you, your support, and for being here, supporting all of us. You've been on all the shows, and yeah, so thank you and good night. Besitos, besitos to you and all of your family as well. So I said I was only going to do a few, but now it's like, okay, okay. So I did that one. This petal's not going to make sense, but I can come back with gesso and just cover it. Yeah, so gesso is fantastic also as an eraser. So you could, if you make like paint it like the wrong way or whatever, you can always just change it. You're never stuck with anything. Let me show you another piece that now that's like going this way and the air should be going this way. This petal doesn't make sense, so I can always erase it. I'm gonna try to do that with just like a paper towel, or you could do it with your fingers, but usually a paper towel is required depending on how much paint you put in there, right? So so you're never stuck with anything that you do. You're not like, oh my gosh, there's always ways around it. So easy. I just erased it with uh paper towels. Except this is not paper towel. This is my art toilet paper. This is not actually in the bathroom at all. It's always here. I like the paper towels, but I always forget to get those because they're too big for me to have it right here. So anyway, so I can also try to wipe the other petal right now since it's wet. I can try to wipe as much of the paint as possible. And really, what I'm trying to get rid of, and I should have done this. See, so this one's already dried. Oh, this could be the petal for this. This could be the petal for this other flower. So no worries. But with gesso, you can go over it, and it totally will clean it out, and you won't even see that there was a petal there. But I have in the past um, been known to utilize um, canvases more than once. Let me see if I can, like this one. I was working on some roses, and I still had to put more detail on like the edges and stuff. But I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna see if I can turn it a little bit so you can see. There's a, yeah. So there, this one had a whole other painting underneath it. I don't know if you can see the raised edges and stuff. Yeah. So you're never done with a painting. You just paint over it and paint over it and paint over it. So yeah, these are purple flowers. Like I said, I'm still working on the details on those. And let's see what else. Oh, let me show you. Oh, so this one, I was working on it. So you all know that I suffer from the whole depression stuff. So yeah, so there was a time when that was like, so anyway, so yeah, so that was when I started this one. I haven't had to go to it, which is a good thing. Let's see what else. me show you. And this one, I just put into the bin. These are wild chamomile that grow here, which are fantastic. I love any kind of wildflower. I think this is like a gift from God. you know, no one's doing anything for them. They just pop up, they show up, and they just make, they just look pretty and stuff. So yeah, so I love any wildflower. And anyway, so yeah. So back to this one. Okay, so we have 6 minutes left, and let's see. So do take a look at the bin. For many, we have so many sellers that have fantastic items. Not all of them go live because, like, dude, like right now I'm feeling it. It's the stress of it all and stuff. So not everyone gets has an opportunity to go live or is able to go live. So do take a look at their fantastic items. They are worthy of a fantastic look. You might find a treasure or two that you can. Okay, so the wind is going that way. That you can bring home. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, Gigi, thank you so much. Oh, this one is the cutest little. Look at it is the cutest little pink cushion. Let me see. It is so cute. Look at ah. Someday, as I mentioned in another show, I think I want to say I mentioned it in your show. So I'm trying to work or get better at working with glass, and someday I hope to one day be as good, and be able to do something like that. There's a taller uh, cerámico y de vidrio on the other side of the border, and they've allowed me to come so I can learn. They don't let me touch stuff. I can blow, but they hold the stuff for me because of the whole blindness thing. But at least they are willing to let me in because it's sort of a liability type thing. Yeah, but so yeah, so I was able to blow um red glass into a mold, and I made a little heart, and that was quite cute. It sold last week sometime. So yeah, so someday I'll be hopefully able to bring you some good stuff that I am able to do. But in the meantime, I use the microwave kiln for melting glass, and that was pretty good. Um, and so with that, I can make beads and stuff. But yeah, definitely making beads yourself and then trying to sell it. Um, yeah, it's yeah. You basically are just going to try to cover your cost. I'm just going to rework them so that there is a different flower. And so this will be just the first bit. So they're all okay. It's just I wasn't loving it, and yeah, so we're just going to go with. So if this one, so then this one would come this way. Would try to go this way. No, we'll still will be this way. And then yeah. Yeah, so for Meteor Maker, I'm going to be working on in a, what I'll try to do is just stick to that as the idea and not change it every 10 minutes, and hopefully I won't be as nervous. But for that one, I will bring out my microwave kiln and we'll work on fused uh, glass hearts and with different flowers and such in the glass. So that way, yeah. So hopefully, if I come up with a plan early enough and stick to it, then I won't be as nervous. So then this should be smaller and smaller because it's going the other way. Okay. Yeah. So it's going to work out. It right now looks like a hot mess, but it's going to work out. It's going to be, I mean, it's already kind of looking like a flower. So, and, and there you go. Okay. So then this one still has to bend that way, but it's looking down. So what I can do for this one, instead of, folding it that way, what I can do is just have it be basic, kind of coming down because of the weight of the petals. So yeah, so we'll start here, and then for this one down, and then do we twist down to give it a point, and then start there, twist down to give it a point. It's too small. I mean, too short. The petals are too short, and I have a hot mess in my brush. So sorry. Sorry about that. All right. So I'm not sure what happened. Well, I mean, the alarm went off and I touched it, but I didn't realize that I touched it. So, anyways, yeah, my and my monitor became it's not the blue screen of death or the black screen of death, but look at that color. Yeah, so something went wrong. Anyway, uh, so uh, regardless, now I am beginning to not be so worried. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate you sticking around to moderate for me. And so this is where it's at this moment. And I appreciate you guys. Just want to say a quick thank you to Heidi with an I for moderating for me, for doing fantastic work, always doing amazing projects like that. Sequence Heart, and then the Queens of Hearts was fantastic. And then obviously this flower arrangement that you just did was really phenomenal. Also want to thank Amanda for Canada Curiosities for always organizing us. And yeah, if she doesn't do it, we don't do it. So she knows it. So yeah, thank you, Amanda. And Heidi with an E, she always helps out Amanda. Connie for always being fantastic, super supportive for all of you guys, for Sundance, and for Bandit. Yeah, she always supports us as well. All of you guys are just fantastic. So thank you so much. And thank goodness we're done. Have a fantastic night. Thank you so much. And yeah, so hopefully next time I won't be so nervous. Yeah, because right now literally my hands are still shaking. I'm not sure why. But anyway, appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And then we'll see you at Meet Your Maker. Well, I'll be watching y'all during art hangout, and then we'll be with you on Meet Your Maker. So see you next time. Bye, besitos. And then if y'all want to rate someone, I believe Julie. Oh, dude, it's art. I mean, it's glass. It's art glass. Let's rate her because it's fantastic. Yeah, I still want to do what they do, but I know I can't do it because of the whole dangerous stuff. Anyways, see you guys. Besitos.